Welcome back to another episode of Raising Me and Mine. I am Aisha.
And I'm Audrey.
And we have a special guest here today. It's very different actually, because we have somebody from our community actually. And she's here to tell us her story of her motherhood journey and the challenges she's faced becoming a mum. So we'd like to introduce to you Brooke.
Welcome.
Hi, Brooke.
Hey, Brooke.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate that you are here. It is not probably going to be the easiest conversation, and you'll understand as we discuss it. But we're so grateful that you're here to share your story and your son with us. So yeah, do you want to tell us about your motherhood journey and why you're here today?
So I've got a son who's 2 years old and he has trisomy 21, which is also known as Down syndrome. I became a mum when I was 26, and I found out about his diagnosis when I had him. So not during my pregnancy, literally a few hours after I had him.
Okay.
So he's 2 now. It's been
He's so cute, by the way.
Thank you.
He's very cute.
It's been a tough journey, but we're here. We're getting through it day by day. So
Nice. Okay. So how I guess tell us like how your pregnancy was, because most people, well, not most people, I don't know, but like I thought that you would have found out during your pregnancy, right? So tell us like how your pregnancy was. Did you have like any signs? Was there any worries in your pregnancy, or did you just have like a normal pregnancy? And
my pregnancy was pretty easy, to be fair. I had like the usual, the swollen feet, all of that, but my pregnancy was fine. There was no signs. All his scans were fine, all measurements were fine. A pretty easy pregnancy considering like how hard and difficult it can be. But no, literally fine. It was just the labour.
It's that part.
The labour and obviously the first like 5-6 days that were quite traumatic, I would say. But my pregnancy was absolutely fine. I didn't have any issues really.
So when you gave birth, what was it? Did they like know instantly? Like what sort of happened when you gave birth? You're like, oh my God, yes, my baby's here. You can breathe. And then I know when I had Ishmael, they rushed him off, and you're like there for a couple of minutes, like, can I see him? Like, what's going on, kind of thing. So
So it's a little bit of a blur, I would say. From like just before I had him until like maybe an hour after I had him, it's quite blurry. I was induced because one thing I did have in my pregnancy actually is high blood pressure.
You
so
had it.
They didn't want me to go over 40 weeks, I think it was. So they induced me at 39, and they kept saying to me like, it's gonna take probably like 3 days for him to come, like just basically chill for the 3 days. You can just tell dad to go home. Like just literally chill
while you're
for
in
3
hospital?
days.
Gosh.
Literally on the induction ward. So it was literally like a ward, just like a usual ward with the curtains in between. And it got to within the first 24 hours, I would say. So they induced me around 11 p.m. And then I would say 12 p.m. the next day, I had like what you could call like period pains kind of thing. But like it was getting quite bad, and I was thinking, well, surely this isn't contractions. This is my first baby. I was like, surely this isn't contractions.
Because they said 3 days.
Because they said 3 days. They were like very adamant on this 3 days. And I think it got to like 7 p.m. and I was like, okay, this is unbearable. But again, they kind of like, no one was really coming to see me because again, this whole like 3 days. So I thought, okay, let me have a shower and just chill. I think after I had my shower and sat down, and I was like to my partner, like, okay, we should go and get a nurse or something because it's getting a little bit unbearable. So they got the doctor to come and check me, and he was like, oh, you're around like 3 to 4 centimeters dilated.
Wow, you firmed that though.
You know what, it did get to a point where I was like, I remember looking out the window and thinking, I don't think I can do this. Like, I don't know how I'm getting this baby out, because if this is how bad it is at 3 to 4 centimeters, like Lord. Then so then I asked her when my second birthing partner can come, because it was my mum. And I wanted her there with me. And in between the time of my partner trying to get her a cab to get to the hospital, Literally, yeah.
Whoa.
You gave birth?
Like, basically, like, he's trying to order her a cab, and I'd even,
Oh my
because of
God.
this whole 3-day thing, I left all the baby stuff in the car.
Oh, of course.
Because the car's parked right outside,
yeah.
and when I was staying there for 3 days, I was like, okay, I had a lot of stuff.
Mm.
So I was like, let me just leave his stuff in the car.
Yeah.
He was literally trying to order my mum an Uber because I was like, they wouldn't let her come yet because I wasn't in a labour room. I was still in the ward.
Oh,
but I was
okay.
like to my mum, just come, wait in the waiting room, and then when you can come in. But yeah, before she'd even left the house, literally, I kept asking to go to the toilet.
That's the number one sign.
Yeah. And they wanted to, like, they couldn't measure his heartbeat or something.
Okay.
But they're getting me to hold. You know, you get like the straps. They're getting me to hold that on. And then, but every time I had a contraction, I let go.
Right.
So they're like, no, mum, like, you need to stay on the bed. Like, and then a student midwife came in and I was like, no, I'm getting up to go to the toilet. I literally lifted one of my legs off the bed and my waters broke.
Oh my God.
I thought I was just wetting myself.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm wetting myself. I'm so sorry. And then I was like, oh my God, I can feel his head.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, still on the ward. So I don't know what the other
Oh,
mums
my
were
God.
thinking. And then what happened? The student midwife went and got the midwife. They put me back on the bed. And then all I can remember is the student midwife saying to the midwife, she said she can feel his head. Like, is he coming? She was like, yeah, the baby's coming. And literally, they were like to me, Brooke, stop pushing. Like, stop. And I was like, I can't. I literally can't. And I swear he literally flew out.
No.
Oh my
Literally,
God.
like, he snapped his umbilical cord.
My God.
Yeah. And I think where it was so, like, abrupt, they didn't know he was coming, they took him straight away.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
I guess
because I had to
the
check
umbilical
him.
cord was snapped as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the labour ward, and then in the induction ward still,
Oh,
curtains
that's
are
where you gave
open.
birth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The curtains were wide open. Like I said, I don't know what the mums were
The other
thinking.
women on
Oh
the
my
ward
God.
must be
Yes.
thinking,
Like,
oh my
what
God,
the
that's
hell?
us
This
next.
That's me.
Literally. So I could see he was like in the middle of the induction ward was like one like cot incubator kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I could see he was there, but I didn't see him.
Okay, you could
His
just
dad
see.
went to him, yeah. And then the doctors came and he was like doing different stuff with me. I lost like quite a bit of blood and stuff. So I didn't get to see him. And then they moved me to the labour room. And I still hadn't seen him. I just kept asking, like, is he okay? Is he okay? Is he okay? And they kept saying, yeah. And then the doctor came to see me and said, they was like, oh, we've noticed a few things with the baby. They were saying that he has a flat nose bridge, he was like, his dad has that. So
Okay.
might just be like inherited.
Yeah.
He had a gap.
Is that a sign? Is that what
Yeah.
it came as? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A gap between his big toe and second toe. And he had low muscle tone, so he was quite floppy.
Okay.
But again, I just give him birth. I'm like, okay, cool, like whatever.
Just
like,
check the
just give me
baby.
my
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, we haven't even seen him yet, right?
Yeah,
Have
no, I
you?
haven't
Exactly.
seen
So it's like, let me
him.
hold him.
Literally,
at least.
yeah. But they was like, we'll come back in the morning, do some checks. Because at this point, it's like, I don't know how it got from like 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. But at this point,
Yeah.
1 a.m. should I say.
Yeah.
At this point, it's 1 a.m. So they was like, we'll come back in the morning, like we'll let you get settled, whatever.
Yeah.
So before I saw him, no, they did put him on my chest, sorry, for like a minute. And then they took him back. And they was doing all different checks. So I can only assume that when I gave birth, the midwives clocked, then called the doctors.
Of course. Yeah.
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 And before I saw him properly, I saw a picture of him from his dad. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, he looks like he has Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah. But I didn't say anything to anyone.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm 26. Like,
It's impossible.
to me, it's like an over 40s kind of thing.
That's the way it's definitely been like.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's impossible, basically. Then in the morning, they came to see me again, re-explained everything. And they kept saying trisomy 21, which I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I asked them what that was, that then it was like Down syndrome. And at that point when I like broke down.
Yeah.
At that point, I feel like you could have told me the worst. That's how I reacted, because I didn't know anything about Down syndrome at all. Like, you see, you know, I watch EastEnders. Like, you see, there's an actor on there with Down syndrome, or you see little things, but I've never really I haven't really come across anyone that has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Especially so, like, having a child young, like even my age, like our age, you don't expect, especially because it never came up in like your scans or anything.
Nothing.
So
Literally.
even, so you know we have those tests and it gives you
At
the high
12
chance.
weeks.
Yeah, the high chance, low chance. It came back low for you, really.
It was 1 in 15,787.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's actually only recently that I found out the exact number because I couldn't find like the piece of paper. But all I remembered was her coming to me and be like, oh, the whatever they call it, like let's say the Down syndrome test was really low risk. Like so obviously I didn't think anything of it. I don't even think I looked at the piece of paper.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't think I even know where that is if they...
I don't know where it is. I remember getting it, but...
Yeah, literally. I was 25 when I was pregnant and had him at 26. I was thinking... I don't even need to look at that. Like, I don't even know why they're testing for it, really. Yeah. But literally not one sign. Not one sign. And then, he got tested. I had to wait in hospital until the results came back.
Okay, so they kept you in.
Yeah. But I would say I was in hospital for, I think it was 5 or 6 days. But during that time, I think I came to terms myself that he had it before they even told me that he had it. Yeah, I remember as soon as they came and told me that they think that he had Down syndrome, I remember ringing my best friend at the time and then I just shut off from my phone. Like, completely shut off. Because, like, I don't know if you guys see it, but, like, when you talk about things and things come up on your phone.
Oh, my gosh.
All the time. I'm always talking
so
about
I don't want to see anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anything about Down syndrome.
Because you'll just spiral.
Yeah.
Literally. And in my head, it was like, okay, they have a low life expectancy, which isn't the case now.
Yeah.
But in my head, I was like, oh my God, like, my son's never going to have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
like,
you just start playing their whole life, don't you? Yeah.
Literally. And then he also failed his hearing test, like, it was the same day or the day after. So I was definitely spiraling.
Ishmael failed his hearing test. And I remember they were like, oh yeah, he's failed it, whatever, they done it twice, failed it. And they were like, oh, we'll come and do it in the morning. I called my mum in tears. And my mum was like, no, he absolutely can hear, because when we was in theatre, she was like, something fell and he jumped and the baby. And I was like, Mum, they've said, I was like, no, they've said he's not, it's not that he can't hear, but like even that, like, it's just like, for me, that was just the hearing. So I can imagine for you, you're just like, what, like one thing after the other, like, can I have a break? And then also you're 26 years old.
First
These
baby.
Things people say don't happen to people under 35. Do you know what I mean? So, but like, I can't imagine like what you was. How was your partner?
Do you know what? I say that I probably wouldn't have got through it as well as I did if it wasn't for him.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, he was very calming. He had worked with adults that have Down syndrome.
Okay.
So he had a bit more knowledge than I did.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if I would have got through it without him, definitely.
Oh, that's amazing.
He definitely calms me, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah,
beautiful.
that was good, definitely. But yeah, I was going through it those 5 days. Like, all my friends messaged me like, Brooke, like,
and I can imagine you've had the baby, so everyone's like, send pictures.
Yeah.
How is it? And then you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't even know what to tell you guys.
And I just didn't want to. I was like, I'm gonna go on TikTok and I'm just gonna see Down syndrome, Down syndrome. And I wasn't in the headspace for it.
And I can imagine as well, like, at least if you had some sort of inkling during the pregnancy,
you can get to terms to it.
You've got time to come to terms with it. And because I just feel like after you've had a baby, you're already completely disorientated.
Yeah.
Like, you're all over the place. You're tired. You're thirsty. You're all of the things. You want to make sure your baby's okay. You want to hold them. We haven't even got to the point where can we even bond with this child yet? You know, there's so many things to like take into consideration. And so here you are, 25 at the time.
Yeah, well, 26.
Just turned 26.
Yeah, just turned 26.
And then you've just received like this bombshell of news. Yeah, that is a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
So when you met him, what was that moment like when you finally got to embrace him and hold him?
Because had they come back and told you by now?
No, so they had told me like the whole, we think we need to do some tests basically. But again, I wasn't really listening. I'd just come off gas and air as well.
Okay.
And I needed stitches. So I was on gas and air for quite a while. I just feel like I was just all over the place. Yeah. So I'd seen the picture of him where I thought he'd looked like he had Down syndrome. But again, I was just like, he's just come out.
He's a newborn.
Like, do you know what? It's all such a blur that I can't necessarily even remember the moment that I held him.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. But I remember because they took him away when they came to tell me they wanted to do some testing. That was like the genetic testing. And even because my partner had gone home to shower. when they came in to tell me as well. And I was literally on FaceTime to him. And I let them take him. And that's how I know I wasn't even in the right mind space, because now I go everywhere with him. Like, they need to do anything, I'm coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was just all over the place. Like, it's literally just such a blur. But I still fell in love with him.
Of
like
course,
the first moment I saw him, I just even like, but at the same time I'm like, oh my god, I'm a mum.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what?
There's so many things to like think about. Yeah.
Even now I'm like, oh my god, I'm a mum.
I think that as well.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
I can't believe I'm a mum now.
Same.
Right now.
Like,
the kids are sitting on my lap.
literally, exactly. Sorry, this is the realities of life. She's in the studio with us. We do not apologise. It is what it is. And I will be here soon as well.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I pinch myself all the time. I'm like, I still cannot believe I'm a mum. Like, she's going to be 3 this year. And it just still always spins me.
So when, like, once they diagnosed him, they told you and everything, do you feel like you got enough information when you're in the hospital, or like support? Or did they just say like, yeah, he's Down syndrome, here you go, bye, kind of vibe?
It got to the 5th day and they called us to come and get a heart scan. And at that point, I was like, okay, yeah, he definitely has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Because with Down syndrome, like 50%, roughly, I think the number is, they will have like heart abnormalities, like a hole in the heart. And stuff.
Okay.
Luckily, JJ didn't.
Oh, thank God.
But from when they called us for the heart scan, I was like, okay, cool. The test has come back, it's confirmed.
Yeah.
And then they done the heart scan, confirmed it straight away. Obviously, at that point, at day 5, I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like certain things, so like the flat nose bridge, the gap in between, like there's a few signs. So they told me, we went back downstairs. My main priority was getting out of the hospital and going home.
Because the labour
being
orders,
back
they get
comfortable.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I did have support from, I would say, like certain staff.
Okay.
I would say day 1 to 5 was very just, I was on my own.
Okay.
With his dad, obviously. But I just kept, you know, when you're hearing, like, well, obviously I don't know how long you guys was there for, but I just kept hearing everyone coming and going. Like,
yeah, I was there for a while because I had the cesarean.
Even
and
people
then
that had C-sections just coming and going, literally.
we were there for 6 days.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, I was seeing women come and going. And I was just like, oh my God, when is it our time to leave kind of vibe?
Literally. And I'm used to like, the only person around me that's given birth a lot is my sister.
Okay.
She's in and out. Literally, like, she has 3 kids. She'll have her kid and she's out, like, if not the same day, the day after.
Yeah, but to be fair, that must be hereditary because your labour was quick.
I know, it was quick. I was a bit worried about the second one.
Yeah,
he was that quick. Yeah, no, literally. So I'm literally just used to, like, I thought I was going to have him go home.
Be home.
Yeah. But I would say, I think it was about 3 staff members that came to see me. There was one breastfeeding expert.
Okay.
The nurse in charge and another nurse that either had a child with Down syndrome or someone in their family with Down syndrome.
Oh, okay.
So that was quite comforting.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That was good. But I would say after that, and even like going home, it was quite just like, okay, what do I do now?
Kind of left to your own devices.
Yeah, which I guess most mums are kind of. But I would say I do get a lot of support now.
Okay,
that's good.
Definitely now. And just like finding my own kind of community, especially of young mums that have babies with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
I started like a little kind of community. We're all under 32 or 33, I believe.
Okay.
So that's quite a nice like group to be in. I find that like with a lot of the older women, I don't really have anything in common with them.
You want to see yourself in other people, right?
Definitely. Whereas with this group, we're all just young, like literally just getting through it.
Yeah. So did he? So you've had baby, you've gone home now, and now you're just adapting to just being a mum.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there's many differences between raising a newborn that's got Down syndrome versus a child that doesn't have. Like, is there anything that cropped up during the sort of first year of his life that you would say was more challenging than what a parent that wasn't dealing with a child with Downs would have to?
So there was with the hearing test we had to go for. We had to go for like a proper hearing test, like audiology.
Okay.
Which came back that he is deaf in his right ear.
Okay.
Which is nothing to do with his trisomy 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or his Down syndrome. And then we had quite a few things. He does have a few, like, I wouldn't say they're major health conditions, but a few things. The first year, so it was his hearing. he suffers with like constipation, which a lot of children with Down syndrome do, where their muscle tone is just so low.
Oh, okay.
But again, hopefully that's something that will like
he'll grow out of maybe.
Yeah, I hope so. What else in the first year? Feeding issues as well. So they say that a lot of babies with Down syndrome cannot breastfeed very well. They can't like latch on.
Okay.
I didn't so much have that issue. I feel like I had separate issues with breastfeeding, so I ended up more bottle feeding him.
Okay. I mean, there's no problem with
yeah.
that.
My plan was to just completely breastfeed him at first, but when they told me that he had they told me they was testing him for Down syndrome, I just broke down so much that my mum had to feed him a bottle.
Of course.
So that kind of just went out the window in the first few hours. And I would say that was probably the main things. There was a lot of like little checkups, blood tests. They can have like, I think it's underactive thyroids and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, quite a few hospital appointments. I would say it's kind of more now.
Okay.
And yeah, with the feeding, they can, my terminology is not always correct, but they can like aspirate. So instead of it going down the correct path, it goes down to your lungs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we had to have like an x-ray for that. He's on thickener when it comes to his fluids.
Okay.
So
that it goes down the right way.
The right way, yeah. Okay. It kind of slows down the pace to allow, I think it's to do with like the coordination and stuff. Okay. So like, it's like the flap that has to open.
Okay.
It like slows it down and yeah.
Okay. So what's life like now? Because obviously you're a mompreneur.
Yeah.
You have your own beauty business and been in the beauty industry for 9 years. 9 years, yeah. So what's life like now? Like, how do you juggle that? Because I mean, we're all working mums and like that already comes with challenges as it is, but I know with your son he probably needs a bit more care than what like even like in a nursery setting or wherever it is. So like what's your day-to-day life like now?
Most days are filled with like appointments, to be fair.
Okay.
So with him being 2 now, I try and take him to a lot of like physiotherapy and stuff.
Okay.
He is sitting, he's commando crawling, but he's not crawling or walking yet.
Okay.
Which with Down syndrome, like it will happen. It's just kind of like in their own time.
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder for them with their low muscle tone. So most days are filled with like appointments and physiotherapy. I'd say we probably have, there maybe out of the 5 days of the weekdays, there's probably 1 day we maybe don't have an appointment. And then I kind of just work around it. To be honest, I have to also work around like his dad as well. So
because does his dad work full time as well? Yeah,
he does. So I work mainly like evenings.
Okay.
Or my friends are very helpful.
Like, that's
I've
amazing.
got mainly 2 friends who will have him whenever I need them to.
Amazing.
My mum has him 1 day a week, and I just have to kind of literally just work around it. Some week I might be in hospital for a week, so my clients can be very understanding as well, luckily. So luckily I'm self-employed.
I
couldn't do a 9 to 5. I couldn't. It just wouldn't work.
No.
That was what I was going to ask as well, just about like, how do you feel like people have shown up for you in the way in which you need them to be, like friends, family?
I would say some.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe not all.
Yeah.
Which sometimes it's not until you're in the position maybe that you would know how to show up for someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely had some falling outs.
When do you think the falling outs kind of occurred? Was it because what's your background? Where are you from?
My dad's from Jamaica, my mum's from Ireland.
Okay, so when you was telling your family and friends that JJ is Down syndrome, like how was that received? Was it then people started like pulling back from you, or was?
To be fair, it wasn't received badly.
Okay, that's good.
On the 5th day, once he was diagnosed, I sent out a message to my close friends, just saying like basically this is why I've been MIA for 5 days. JJ has Down syndrome. Like I'm just kind of dealing with that. I need a bit of time.
Yeah.
And I would say everyone was quite supportive with that. I guess it's just more so my everyday life. I would say I'm very busy.
Yeah.
JJ takes up a lot of my life now. So yeah, I guess it's just more so that rather than like how they took it. Everyone took it quite well, to be fair.
I was going to say, because I think like with motherhood, like when you have a kid, it changes friendships anyway.
It does.
Do you know what I mean? So it's really hard to tell if you know,
It's
is it because they
because
don't
of
have
the-
the words,
yeah.
the language, or is it because you're just a mum now and
Yeah.
you're, like, you just can't be available to people
Yeah.
the way in which you once were? So yeah, so it's hard to tell, because I feel like it happens in general.
It does,
like,
yeah, because some friends still expect you to be available, like when they call, or you know,
Yeah.
it's a birthday, they expect you to still be able to turn up or whatever. But
Yeah.
like when you've got a kid now, it's like there's so much more going on, and
Yeah.
when you've got appointment filled days, it's like I can't show up for you guys the way I used to,
Yeah.
or I can't be on the phone
Yeah.
constantly. Like
Literally.
I've got to go.
Quite
Yeah.
literally. What about your relationship with your partner? Would you say that this brought you guys closer together? How has it been navigating a relationship?
I'd say at first it was quite hard. I think just coming to terms with everything plus being new parents
Yeah.
was quite hard. And I guess, like, I wouldn't say I underestimated being a mum, but then to add being a SEN mum on top of it, it was definitely hard. But then in some ways it also brought us closer together.
Yeah.
So it was weird. It was just kind of like each day was different.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
I definitely underestimated being a mum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
not gonna lie.
It's like, you know, it's hard. Like, before
Yeah, but
you would
yeah.
say, like, obviously being mum is a hard,
Mhm.
but I don't think you actually realise
No,
how
you
hard
don't.
it is.
No. I proper used to say,
This
oh
is
my
why they
God.
tell you to don't do. Guys, don't have kids until you're ready, okay?
No, I literally used to be like, she's coming into my life. I'm not going to, oh my God.
Yeah,
Girl,
right.
bye.
Yeah, it's
Girl,
their
bye.
life.
That has
No,
gone out the
it's
window.
their life.
It's their life.
It's their life.
And that's just what it is, especially for the first 3 years when they're so young and they're so dependent
Yeah.
on you. Like, so that was just not a reality at all. So tell us about little JJ. What is he like? What is his personality like?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly wouldn't change him for the world. Like, obviously, I wish he didn't have, like, the amount of health conditions that
Yeah.
he does have. But he's amazing. Like, honestly, you can't not smile and laugh when you're around him.
Yeah.
Like, he's something else. He's literally a copy of his dad.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Doesn't look like me. Literally nothing. He acts like his dad. He's got everything to do with his dad. But yeah, he is.
What's he into? Like, what's his favourite things?
Oh, he does love TV, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same boy.
He loves Gracie's Corner. Anything to do with music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to do with music.
I love that.
He loves, like, playing with, like, balls and things that spin. His
Okay.
favourite thing. If he doesn't want to do something,
He's not doing it.
If he doesn't want to eat something, he's not eating it. Like, there's no, come on JJ,
Try.
try it. No.
Yeah.
Literally. But no, he is literally perfect.
Oh.
Like, he's definitely made the journey easier.
Yeah.
I would say. Because some days are hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's definitely made it a lot easier.
What would you say to someone, say for instance, someone's just been like, they've had a scan and they've been told during pregnancy? Because I can imagine that even though you've got, like, even if you had been told during your pregnancy that, you know, your baby is Down syndrome or the chance is quite high, it's still something you have to come to terms with. So even during that pregnancy period, like even if it's 6 months, 5 months, whatever, you come to terms with it, but you only, when the baby's here, that's another thing again, because you have to deal with the realities of it. What is it that you, if that was the case, if they had told you during pregnancy, what would you have told yourself maybe, or someone else, now that you're on the other side of living with your son who has got Down syndrome?
And I guess, like, this is, like, kind of my purpose, is, like, I wish I had, like, someone like me when I found out that he had Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Just to show me, like, the good side of it, because all that came in my head was his life expectancy is going to be short. It's going to be nothing but health problems. I also thought, like, that even though his heart was fine, he could possibly then have, like, heart defects. But once it was confirmed that there was, like, no holes or nothing, it was like, he's got the same chance as any other child.
Amazing.
Like, but I would say just, like, do your research. Like, TikTok's amazing for, like, finding other mums that have babies with Down syndrome. That's where, to be fair, I found most of the young mums that have babies with Down syndrome.
It's a hyena.
Yeah, I would just say, like, do your research. Again, like, if you can find pages like mine, I guess, where you can see, like, what it's like every day and stuff like that. And just, I know from other mums that like healthcare professionals can be quite pushy towards abortion.
Really?
Yeah, they can. I think it's like when you find out during pregnancy, it's something like 90% of children with Down syndrome get aborted.
Are you joking?
Wow.
Yeah, literally. I was looking at facts like I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, and it was like in 2021 out of 1,100 babies that had been diagnosed with Down syndrome, I believe like 973 was aborted. And you can abort up to full term with Down syndrome.
Oh my
What?
God.
Yeah, full term.
No
So it's legal.
way.
Yeah.
Don't. That is that is disgusting.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
that's actually
sorry.
quite mad.
Yeah.
Like
Literally.
that's
Because
it's not
it's-
disgusting on the person that makes a choice. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is for you to terminate a baby that is almost full term. I'm sorry, I'm not taking it back.
And the fact that the rules don't
sorry.
apply to non-down
Exactly,
down
that's the
kids.
thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
It
if it-
doesn't
yeah, if it-
apply.
I think
Yeah.
it's something like if the child has like a risk of a severe disability, which Down syndrome falls into, you can abort up to.
No, but there are fully able Down syndrome adults.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we see it every day.
Yeah,
Literally.
100%. So
Literally.
I'm really ignorant about Down syndrome, so I'm really
to be
glad
fair.
that you're here. So what would you say are some of the biggest misconceptions about children with Down syndrome, and like because like sometimes, and I'm just trying to really use the right language, I don't want to get it wrong, but it feels like there's scales. Is that because there is scales in how severe the condition can be, or is it because of what parents put into that child? So for example, down kids with Down syndrome that are fully verbal, that are out and working and have jobs and living pretty average normal lives, is that down to the severity of their condition, or is it nature versus nurture, I guess is what I'm trying to say?
I think it's a bit of both. There's not a spectrum when it comes to Down syndrome,
Right,
like
okay.
there is with like autism,
Got
let's
it,
say.
okay.
It's literally they have it or they don't.
Right, fine, okay, that's
There
what I was
is-
trying to say, but she said it much more
Yeah.
succinctly. Thank you.
There is like 3 types of trisomy 1. There's 3 types of Down syndrome, 3 types of trisomy 21. There is mosaic, which is when I believe some of the cells have an extra copy of the of the chromosome 21. Trisomy 21, which is the most common type, and what JJ has is when all their cells have an extra copy of chromosome 21. Now I'm here, I'm like, my mind's going blank, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then I believe there's a more severe type.
Right.
But every child's just completely different. I guess it depends always kind of how much you put into a child as a mum to a certain extent. But there's like, again, so much more to it. It's down to like their muscle tone, their development. There's literally with Down syndrome, like they can't really give you, no one can tell me when he's going to walk by.
Yeah.
No one can tell me when he's going to speak by. He should get there with everything, but it's just kind of in his own timing.
Does that like when you were saying like the physio and stuff, those are the things that will help him? Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of the physio and stuff, I know like a lot of, depending on like the area you live in and stuff, it's not necessarily like it's not accessible
have
to
the
everybody.
resources. Yeah.
But I'm quite lucky in that way. So a lot of the physio that we go to and the therapy that we go to is charity based.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it specifically for Down syndrome children?
One of them is. One of them is just for children who are basically have like developmental delays and stuff. So that's very helpful, and you get like a lot of support from them as well. A lot of support from them, and like another community with them as well. Yeah.
So in terms of your community that you're like slowly building, how do you approach people? Do you just reach out? Do people come to you? Like, are you using social? I'm assuming you're using social to like bring awareness and stuff like that.
Yeah. I would say a lot of people reach out on social media. Especially like mums who have just had a diagnosis as well. Not necessarily just from like the UK, it's from like worldwide as well. Yeah.
What's your tell everyone what your Instagram page?
Instagram is 1247 trisomy, and I believe TikTok is the same.
We'll put it all in the
Yeah, we'll put it
description
on the
box
screen,
and stuff.
yeah.
Anyway,
I also, obviously now I've got my beauty business.
yes.
So anyone with a child that has a disability or a disability themselves, I offer like 50% off my courses as well.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Just because if I had a 9 to 5 or I used to work 12-hour shifts as a carer, I think I would have to give up my job.
Yeah.
Like when he goes to school and he's like walking and he's talking, I reckon it will be a little bit like not as much appointments, a little bit easier. But right now, it's just
your life is around
fully
him.
dependent on you.
Completely.
Yeah.
Literally. So yeah, I think having my own business, being self-employed, is definitely like it's just so helpful.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I ended up getting into what I did. Like I feel like that was ended up being my purpose of it.
Yeah.
Because at the time it was like, oh, I like beauty, I like lashes, might as well just do it.
Yeah.
But now I feel like
you didn't know there was going to
definitely.
be a bigger reason
Exactly.
why
Yeah.
Literally.
be sort of self-employed. What would you say that JJ has taught you about yourself?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Is there any like qualities that have come to life that have come, that are shining brightly now because of your son that maybe you hadn't really tapped into before? I didn't know I had this level of patience. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe, and every now and then, there's the angel and the devil. Every now and then the devil tries to take over, and I can be quite short and snappy, but then I have to reel it back in and realize no patience. She ain't been here before. She's new to this kind of thing. Chill.
Yeah.
So I would say patience.
I would say I can be quite shy and quite quiet, especially when I'm in settings that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
And I would say now having to advocate for him so much, especially in hospital settings and stuff, I would say he's definitely bring out that side to me to be more confident, to have a voice.
Yeah.
Even things like this, I don't think I would ever have gone on a podcast unless it was to talk about JJ.
Of course, because
I am just very to myself, very shy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely made me feel like I need to have a voice, especially just because it's if someone watches this and in 2 years' time they have a scan and they're told that they have high risk, maybe they can think about back to my story.
Yeah.
And be do you know what? It's going to be okay.
It's good, exactly, because you didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't know, but you're here 2 years in and you look amazing.
Yeah, you really do. You don't look like you're wearing any problems.
Yeah, at all, exactly. And your son looks so happy on your social media page.
He is.
I think I saw on your page your partner took him to the 90s babies.
Yeah,
Dad's Day out as well.
Yeah, like a brunch or something.
Yeah, I saw it, which is very cute as well. It's so nice that they did that anyway.
Yeah,
but I love that, because I feel like some people, when I see on TikTok as well, there's some parents who don't have support and stuff, and they kind of shy away from mixing the children in with quote unquote normal children, because they feel like those parents won't understand them and stuff. So I love that you both take JJ out just normal settings and stuff. 'Cause I feel like for him as well, but also for yourself, you don't need to isolate yourself from the quote unquote norm environments that normal children go to or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I love that. I was like, that must have been a good. I loved that event anyway.
Yeah,
but
it's cute.
Yeah, when I saw that your partner had taken JJ, I was like, that's so cute.
Because I feel like there's not really a lot of dad events as well. And it's I just don't really see it. But I feel like it's more mum.
Yeah.
I've seen a few dad clubs pop up recently. They do dad walks and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I'll send you a few that I've seen. And they're pretty cool. But I do love that they're doing that. I do really love, because I feel like dads do need to, not all dads, because some of you are doing amazingly, but I think it's definitely a good thing to have. And I feel like it will also make the dads that are co-parenting maybe badly or don't really know what to do, be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take him or her and I'll go to this event. And it might seem a little bit more relaxed for them to have their child when there's other dads around them as well with their children, instead of them feeling like, what am I going to do with the kids at home? I don't know what to do. And I feel like that's what a lot of dads kind of run from. They don't, especially when they're co-parenting, they don't know what to do with their kids to keep them entertained by themselves. So I love that the dads are doing stuff like that, because even if it's just an hour, put them in the pram and just walk with them, and
literally
just bond with other dads, talk to other dads, and maybe the other dads there can give you some advice and tell you you're wrong or tell you you're right.
Exactly. And do they have many dad equivalents of the communities that you found and that you've built?
So with the
He says he wants to get straight to the point.
Yeah, literally.
Go and get that back.
Is she? Are you going to be a producer when you're older?
He knows what he's doing. So with the community I've got with the young mums, I say young, under like 32, 35, we did do one of our meets where then some of the dads met up as well.
Oh, cute.
So I think that was cute. It's quite hard to meet up because we're like from all over England.
Yeah.
But community wise with Down syndrome, I wouldn't say there's any groups that JJ's dad's in. Maybe we just haven't found them yet. I feel like just dads aren't necessarily always so just like open.
No, they're not really forthcoming.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to community building.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll jump on it later like they always do.
Yeah.
Like women always start everything and
but
they do it after.
I kind of also love that they kind of don't, especially when it's like a send child.
Yeah.
Because it's good that they just feel comfortable to just go into like I said, the quote unquote normal settings. You know what I mean?
Because
then they're going to be comfortable around men that look like them, or their boys, or you know, if their friends have got kids and they're taking them here. Yeah, cool. I'll bring JJ. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I need to go to my community and do things over there. So I kind of like that.
Yeah, because it's kind of isolating in a way. And like, I really think that visibility is everything.
Visibility is everything. And like the more we, what's the word? The more we
normalize
all different, like, especially whether it's autism, whether it's Down syndrome, whatever ADHD, whatever it is. I think the more we normalize it, the more we're able to handle and make the events and the settings appropriate. Because there shouldn't be like a soft play. I always say this, there shouldn't be a soft play where it's like too overstimulating for a child that doesn't like that is sensory overload. There should be an area where it's a safe space, like the sensory isn't crazy, because it's not just children that have got autism or Down syndrome that it's a sensory overload. Some kids they need to get used to a space as it is. So a calming environment to introduce them into like that busy place makes sense. Like there needs to be options. So I think the more they normalize it, the better, because then every children's setting is set up for any child to walk into and enjoy it.
I totally agree. I
am seeing a lot of more like SEN spaces as well, which I don't know if it's now that I'm just like part of that community that I'm seeing it, I'm kind of like looking for it. I don't know if it was there before I had JJ, but I'm definitely seeing a lot more like it might be like 9 to 10 is SEN play where really and truly you can go there, and because I guess some like mums and dads might feel a bit more like self-conscious, like I take JJ everywhere and I don't care what anybody thinks, but I guess it takes some people like longer to get their head around or you know. So I feel like it's definitely good to kind of have those spaces as well,
absolutely.
so you have the choice.
Because some people have been shunned for having children that have got a disability or something, you know, like by their family, by the community, whatever. So I can imagine that those specific people, they go into those SEN environments to feel seen, to feel supported. And then you get like that, it's like that trauma response where it's like, I don't want to go back into the other setting because I was mistreated really badly by my own family. So how am I going to go to people that, do you know what I mean? So it's important that we do have these separate settings, but I also think it's really important that we collaborate them both and like they can be seen, they can be included, because everybody wants to be included.
100%. 100%. Oh,
so what's life looking like for you and JJ and what's your partner's name? Jordan. Yeah. Is JJ Jordan Jr.? So cute. Who named him? Your partner, or did you?
Yeah, do you know from the day we found out I was pregnant, we was like, okay, cool, Jordan Jr.
Was it a joke or was you like straight away?
No, do you know, I can't even remember, but I'm sure he would have been like, yeah, I wanted to call him Jordan Jr. I was like, yeah, because
most guys are like, junior. But then you know when you get to it, it's like, are we really?
Are you really going to be named after you?
From the day I found out I was pregnant, it was literally like, if it's a boy, his name's going to be Jordan Jr.
That's so good. Did you find out what you were having?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I did.
Okay.
I found out. What is it? 20 weeks you find out?
Yeah.
And I remember I went to a private scan to find out. And then I went to the NHS and I didn't tell them that I knew the gender just to double check.
Yeah,
Just
smart.
to be like, okay, make sure it's definitely right.
I did that.
Yeah.
Like, but at a private scan, they were like, we think he's a boy because he was hiding. And they were like, we think he's a boy, but not sure. And he was like, no, he's a boy. And then when we went to when I went to NHS, they were like, we can't see, you're not sure. And I was like, well, they've already told me he's a boy anyway.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
He's a boy.
So, so go.
And this is the thing as well. I had private scans plus the NHS
That is
scans.
crazy. And
not
No,
one.
and I had extra scans because I was part of like a trial where, because I had high blood pressure, they'd ask me to drink beetroot juice every evening.
Oh, Lord.
And then they would scan me every, I believe it was 2 weeks.
Right.
Bloods
and
every 2 weeks.
nobody picked this up. Come
nothing.
on, man. Did they ever tell you why? Is it just something that can happen or?
Yeah, I think so when maybe like day 3 of me being in hospital, one of the midwives from the blood pressure clinic came over, saw that I was in the ward and came to speak to me, and I was like, yeah, you know, with him possibly
As soon as he got around the corner,
he
gone. Bolted.
Gone.
Said,
yeah, mum not saying anything, I'm
how
gone.
far I can like get, and then he got out and he jetted.
Yeah, I think it was like day 3.
He's coming back there.
And yeah, the woman from the blood pressure clinic came to see me, and I was like, yeah, you know, of him possibly having Down syndrome, and then she was like, huh? I was like, yeah, you know, didn't. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I wasn't on the ward round, I didn't know, or whatever it was, the meeting in the morning. And I was like, yeah, they're saying that you might have Down syndrome. And then we came away from that conversation. She said that the test is 95% accurate or something.
Oh, how come it wasn't accurate for me?
Right? Literally. And a lot of stories, I feel like a lot of women don't find out until the baby's here.
Really?
Which is maybe a blessing in disguise, because you never know what you're going to do in that moment.
You don't.
You know?
You can panic. And like you said, because they pressure people to.
Exactly. To get an abortion. Yeah. You never know. Yeah. And then I feel like the stress that it can also cause in the pregnancy as well. So in some ways, I'm a little bit happy that I found out. Like once I saw him, I'd fallen in love with him. And then once I found out, I didn't have time to think about it.
Just got to crack on.
Literally got to crack on. But she then came back the next day and she was like, I've gone over every single scan that we've done for you and there is nothing there. Nothing there. And I don't know with you guys, but when they're scanning, they're like, and they're like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, they say the measurement and everything. Yeah.
Everything was fine.
That is
literally
so interesting.
Yeah.
So would you say to people that are pregnant that just be aware that it's still a possibility, even if
I guess
you
so,
test?
yeah. I don't want to like necessarily worry anybody.
But that's the reality, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting here, you're absolute.
Yeah, you're like a testament.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're a testament. I think that before you answer that, I think that when you have a baby or when you're pregnant, I always say to people, there's things that you should, if you're the deciding factor of whether you should have this baby is, one, if your partner walked away today, will you still be able to have this baby? Will you not resent the baby? Are you having a baby for you? And 2, if the baby's born with a disability or develops a disability, are you going to be able to look after the child? Because it can happen at any time. Like you could, God forbid, you have a child, you've had a baby, and then something happened, but it can happen, and your partner can walk away as well. And a lot of people, I think, that end up in those situations where they're like quite resentful and really depressed is because they had the baby because either they wanted to keep the boyfriend or they were doing it because somebody else, they wanted to have the baby. Like you have to have this baby for you.
Yeah.
Like for you. So yeah, like as Audrey was saying, like as you said, like you don't want to worry people, but it's not. It's the realities of it. Anything can happen. It's not just Down syndrome. It's anything can happen.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because even with trisomy, I believe, I might be wrong, is like, it's a genetic condition, but there's like trisomy 13, 18 and 21.
Okay.
I believe you get tested for all of them. I can't remember what the other 2 are, but I guess it is always a risk.
Do you have anybody in the family on either side of you?
It's not hereditary.
It's
It's just completely random, isn't it?
I believe it can be genetic. Or hereditary.
Yeah.
I believe it can be, but a lot of the time it is just it happens.
Random.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to like my friend, and like we're always talking about having kids because I would love to have a second baby. She wants to have a baby, and we were just kind of talking about just like pregnancy in general. And then the conversation came up about Down syndrome. She was like, I wouldn't care if I had a Down syndrome baby. And it was so nice, like just the way she said it. She was like, well, yeah, obviously, like that's nothing, like of course I would have that child. So that's why I just think that visibility is so important, and just hearing more stories of people that this is your lived experience. So it's just kind of like all the fear mongering that surrounds it is just like decompressed a little bit, because the children can still have happy, fruitful, functioning lives.
JJ's definitely enjoying life,
out here living his best life, and he will continue to thrive. Sorry, Gum.
No, it's fine. And as much as he does have like health conditions, like he deals with them so well. Majority of the time you wouldn't even know anything.
They're more resilient than us, it's us,
No, literally.
These kids are so much more resilient and all the rest of it. But how do you decompress? Like, how do you just relax, switch off, and just try to like park all of that for a little bit?
I would say probably my job, like lashing. It's like
You must get so much tea from people. Do people tell you their business?
Yeah. They do, definitely. I guess even just like hearing about their life for an hour and a half is literally just like, it's just my time to switch off. I find it's quite like therapeutic as well, doing lashes. So
do you just do lashes?
Mainly. Okay. I'm trained in pretty much everything, but lashes is just my thing that I feel like once I was trained in
nice.
They do. They look so natural.
I trained my niece.
Kids. Oh, really?
Yeah.
They look really nice.
Thank you. So I feel like that's my time to decompress, to be fair, because other than that, I'm with JJ. His dad is very good. His dad, very helpful. Like you say, he takes him everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. That's
so cute.
They're cute, both of them together. They have a lovely relationship. So I just,
and outside of that, just like everyday
Brooke
children
has,
stuff, is
going
to bed on time, routines, bath time. How is he? Because some of us are in the trenches.
Do you know what? He's slept, I would say, from like 4 months. He slept through the night. Like literally, like there was a point where he was going to bed at like midnight and waking up at like 9. But other than that, he's got sleep apnea.
Okay.
So he's on a ventilator. It's quite new. I'd say a month, 6 weeks maybe. So I haven't had any sleep since then because it alarms a lot. So like if he's covering the vent, he sleeps a lot like this, or he sleeps on his belly a lot. So it alarms a lot.
Does he sleep alright though? Is it his sleep?
Yeah. Whereas before he was like, I wouldn't say he'd stop breathing. He would start to stop and then wake himself up. So he was very tired like throughout the day. So he's sleeping fine now. It's more me that's not sleeping well. But that kind of just comes with motherhood, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So but he's literally routine. Like I wouldn't say that's necessarily any different. Obviously, I haven't really seen much different or been able to I haven't had a child without a disability. But he's still kind of the same routine. It's just I would say the appointments, which is obviously my choice as well, to take him like to the extra charity therapies and stuff. But I would say other than that, it's probably like pretty much the same routines. It is, I would say, like taking him to his therapies and stuff is like going out. Which is a bit like in the holidays, I'm like, okay, it's nice to actually just go to a soft play or just to the park. Not have to like, okay, cool, we need to go and do exercise kind of thing. I would say like that's quite a big like thing that I kind of think sometimes. Like sometimes I would just like to just take him to soft play. But we get through it. It's the cards we've been dealt at the end of the day. So we just take it day by day and
And who's Brooke outside of being a mum? Do you have things that, I know you've said that you're pretty much every day is like taking up with JJ, but is there things that like you do to like pour into yourself?
I'm very much like a homebody, you call it. I love being in my house, to be honest, but still like my main thing is like going out to eat with friends. I still do get to like see my friends and everything. Luckily with being a lash tech, my friends come to me for their lashes as well, so sometimes with doing their lashes it is just like being with my friends for an hour and a half. Literally. But between like, I feel like I just switch between mum, #tech mum,
Yeah.
#black mum businesswoman, which I'm quite all right with, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm quite content right now.
I love that you said that, because I think sometimes we put so much emphasis on like, what do you do outside of being a mum? What do you do outside of being a mum?
Yeah,
but it's like, this is my life now.
Yeah.
Like, mum and my baby and
I'm
my
quite
partner
content
or
with
wife
it.
or whatever. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like, I'm happy in this like area. I don't need the extra things. I don't need to be like, I'm Aisha that does gymnastics and Pilates 4 days a week, and blah.
Anybody got time for that?
Literally, it's just like, I'm content with my life. So I love that you said that you're happy and content and just being mum and a business owner.
Yeah,
and that's a lot of hats anyway. So
exactly.
Yeah,
and honestly,
it can be difficult.
It can be very difficult, and I think that once you find happiness or peace in what you're in, where you are in life, I think that's when happiness really comes. Like, once you just find a peace in it and you're like, do you know what? This is, like I said, the cards I've been dealt. Like, I'm going to deal with them like in the best possible way possible. I'm going to make this fun. I'm going to enjoy what I'm doing. My kid's going to have a great time. And yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think you need to add any extra
not at all
characters.
Not at all.
Because when motherhood changes you completely.
Definitely.
Changes you.
And I
very
just feel
much.
like as well, women who get chosen to be the parents of kids, they're angels.
Absolutely.
Like, because one of my best friends, her daughter's got Downs as well, and like I couldn't imagine a more perfect person.
Oh yeah.
To deal with the trials and tribulations that come with her, and she just. I mean, I'm not with her at night, so I don't know like what she goes through, but she just.
Her daughter is living her best life.
Like, like she's just amazing. She embraces it.
Yeah.
She's just everything. So yeah, and she's just like such a strong example to me. Like, if I were to ever be in that situation, I could do it now. Through seeing her. Because before, I don't think I would have assumed that I couldn't. But seeing one of my best friends do it and do it with such grace, I could actually do it now. Like, she's actually taught me. So
and she doesn't complain. She's never complained about anything.
It was never even
like what you said. Like, we don't know what happens at night. We don't know if she's crying every night. Like, just like with you, we don't know what goes on. But at the end of the day, both of you show up with so much grace, so much like passion for your children, and like the advocacy. Parents like you both are absolutely needed for children who have got any type of disability, because you do need to shout. You need to be loud in the room for people to take it seriously. If they're unwell, if they, if you've gone to a setting that isn't fitting for them, if you want them to be like, you do need to have the advocacy. And like Audrey said, I don't know if I would have been able to do it without seeing her, our friend, and then people like you as well, because before it's just like the world of the unknown. And like you said, it's always been something that it's like in older women. It's not the younger. You're young.
I think that's what's so like incredible about your story, and just like the level of education that it's going to give to like anybody that comes across this episode is so. And I think that like for me, like I said, the biggest takeaway is seeing my friend do it has changed my opinion. Like, it's changed my mind. Like, now I feel like I could do it, and I would have never said that before. And I think that's really, really powerful. And you said that you don't really talk much. You did absolutely amazing. Like, congratulations.
I thought I was going to just come here and just
you were absolutely
I couldn't
amazing.
also stop looking at your nails. They're so
they're
nice.
so pretty.
They are so pretty.
Thank you.
They're so pretty. Absolutely
Outside
gorgeous.
of my son jumping in and out.
Child, this is motherhood.
No,
honestly,
literally,
this is it. It just is what it is. We've got work to do.
Yeah.
We've got to bring the kids.
Sometimes you got to bring the kids to work.
It's fitting for the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This morning I was like, well, kid.
Yeah, you're coming with me.
Coming with me. He was just telling me he wants to go home. Mummy's home time. It's like, go home. It's
do you know what? I hear him.
Yeah, do you want dinner next week?
Yeah, exactly. But Brooke, you are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I feel like this is actually like, you're the first like mum in our community to just come on and share their story. So I feel like this is special, because it doesn't always have to be like, just people within our community that have a story to tell.
Exactly.
Like, come and share it, and let's spread awareness, and let's educate one another, and let's just chat. And you did amazing.
Thank you so much for
having me.
No, thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. And tell everyone where they can find you, the socials.
So Brooke Paris Beauty 1247 Trisomy on Instagram and TikTok.
Go get your lashes done.
Yes,
follow the pages.
Her lashes look banging.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can get like a zoom in somewhere. Like her lashes look amazing. Oh well, it was her niece who done lashes, but she taught her niece.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if you want to get, was it the?
She's my junior lash tech now as well.
Oh, there you go.
See, there you go.
And you said if you are a parent with a child with a disability
or have a disability yourself, then 50% of all courses.
Incredible.
There you go. So you can even upskill yourself.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Literally.
Well, we will be posting Brooke's business on our page on Raising Me and Mine. But yeah, please do follow. If you do have a child with Down syndrome, reach out to Brooke. I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, Brooke.
Thanks for having me.
No problem at all.
Bye.
Bye.